Embiid, no good.
Brook Lopez, guys, started the season as the starting center for the Nets last year, but it didn't end up that way.
Here's Smith.
Yeah, real nice shot selection there. I guess he's working on his buzzer beater form.
That's a reach, but perhaps that is the case. Or maybe he was trying to knock a bird off of the scoreboard.
Is about right. Because I still can't figure that one out.
No, I see no birds up there.
No.
76ers ball.
Lopez ended up coming off the bench for the Nets for a stretch last season. There was a lot of debate, Clark, if that was the right role for him.
Kevin, clearly there were differing opinions because as soon as it happened, every GM called Brooklyn up to see if Lopez was available.
It's offline from half court. For Brooklyn, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Smith. And the 76ers get it back. Cannon kicks to Embiid. Now, here is Young. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
76ers ball.
Looking for a basket here to break this deadlock. And it's Smith missing. Bogdanovich. And that's not even close.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
76ers ball.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. The half-court bomb falls off target.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
Embiid, no good. They get it back. Jack. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
Brooklyn ball.
Well, guys, once again, the 76ers finished second to last in the East. Amazingly managed to win fewer games against the East, and they...
Look at that shot! Touchdown! Look at that go in! Oh! Offensive rebound. Not watching the line vision. That'll be a backcourt violation. 76ers making a switch here. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in.
Number 12.
It's offline from half court.
And already we've got a very lopsided edge on the board for them.
Yeah, +5. As you mentioned, that didn't take very long, did it?
And the rejection by Noel. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Brooklyn. The 76ers also with a sub. Thompson's checked in.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Nets leading by 3. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Philadelphia.
Substitution on the court.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Carl Landry's checked in for Embiid.
76 substitution.
So it's Brooklyn now. Larkin. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. The 76ers trail by 3.
Out of bounds.
And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Ball.
1:49 left here in the opening quarter. The half-court bomb falls off target. Noel. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And for Brook Lopez, disappointing start to last season. The season before, he had played only 17 games, so he wanted to make an impact right off the bat. It just didn't work out.
Yeah, you know, he missed the first 2 games altogether with the foot injury and comes back to play pretty well, then hurts his back. Out for 8 more games. Oh!
My! How did he hit that shot?
I don't believe what I just saw right there.
Kilpatrick from deep. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. No good from Grant.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Carousel, he's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Robinson. It's offline from half court. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lopez. The Hail Mary from beyond half court is off target. Grant. But they'll get another chance. Kilpatrick. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
8 seconds left to play in the first. Staskis. It's offline from half court. No good. Tie game in Brooklyn. And the second quarter will get underway just.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated. Plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Just the way they've been able to pound that backboard, I think that's been the difference.
Establishment of a good low post presence, a big part of the success.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Isaiah Cannon is out there with Stauskas. Then there's Okafor. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Embiid in the 5, roaming the paint. And the Nets miss again. Deflects the pass. Young. Shot is no good. Now the 76ers take it the other way.
Nets foul call.
The Nets had an up and down year on offense last season, but the one thing they always did was finish their drives. Very good at getting things to drop off the bounce. That was a strength last season.
Out of bounds.
Brownie's checked in for Brooklyn.
Nets ball.
The 76ers also with a sub. Smith is checked in. Jarrett Jack is checked in for Donald Sloan. Jack. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. For the Nets. And they're driving. They were fantastic, Clark. Second in the league last year in field goal percentage off those drives.
And a big reason for that is the strength and size of their guards, because they all can finish in traffic, and that's how you get high shooting percentages. You have to make tough shots against contact.
And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Jack. And the heave doesn't get to the rim.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had early.
Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And Philadelphia making a change here. Thompson's checked in. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. 76ers have gone an abysmal 0 of 6 from the field since the second quarter began. And the 76ers get it back. Okafor, the pass to Thompson. From deep three-point range.
Out of bounds.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Some changes for Brooklyn. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Bogdanovich. And Ellington is subbed in for Markel Brown.
Wayne Ellington.
Brooklyn with the ball. Still looking for their first basket since the first quarter. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
Nets ball.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter.
Hey guys, the Spurs coaching tree extends pretty far these days. Coach Brett Brown, another former member of the Spurs staff, to be leading an NBA team.
8 seconds.
And there's the 8-second call as they can't get it across half court in time. And Thompson sends it back, but he stays with it. Kicks it to Ellington. From deep, Okafor grabs the miss.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things their way. No doubt they've been winning on the backboard.
Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Lopez, he's checked in for the Nets. Shane Larkin comes in for Jarrett Jack. And then for Philadelphia, Nerlens Noel comes in for Joel Embiid. And it's Grant in for Robert Covington. Here's Philadelphia. They haven't allowed any. Look. Out, and then you throw up stuff like that. And you go, oh my, how does it even go in? He pulls it over.
Yeah, real nice shot selection there. I guess he's working on his buzzer beater form.
That's a reach, but perhaps that is the case. Or maybe he was trying to knock a bird.
Look at that shot.
How about that?
Oh! The 76ers might have dodged having the worst record in the league last season, but they didn't dodge having the worst road record last year, Clark.
They could not dodge that one, Kevin. Just 6 wins on the road, but that was pretty much expected considering the youth and inexperience of this team.
Larkin. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And here are the Nets. It's offline from half court.
And for the 76ers, they weren't a good shooting team in general. And on the road, it got real ugly. They shot under 40% as a team on the year away from home.
From deep. The shot is off.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it. I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. But he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
.30 seconds left to play here in the half. Landry dishes to Grant. Got a piece of it. But he gets it back. From deep three-point range. Rebound, Brooklyn. Pass break. Here we go. Lopez kicks to Larkin. 1 second left. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. So for Brooklyn now, Bogdanovich out there with Young. Then there's Wayne Ellington. Then it's Jarrett Jack. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. Jack. Offensive rebound. Dishes it to Lopez. And that misses. That would have put him up.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
The half-court bomb falls off target. The Nets have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half.
Starting to get restless here. 0 for 4 to start the second half.
Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
76ers ball.
And guys, looking at Jarrett Jack, one word comes to mind: professional. I mean, he's as solid as they come. Tough, capable, experienced, and he proved it all again last season.
And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
76ers ball.
And a minute played as the second half gets going.
Something needs to change for them here. I mean, starting the half 0 for 5, that's not going to get it done.
Here's Cannon. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Brooklyn making a change here. Robinson's checked in. Grant, he's checked in for the 76ers. Jack. And the rejection by Smith. They get it back. Oh. It's amazing. Can't get the heave to fall. The 76ers trail by 3. No good from Grant.
I tell you what, I'd settle for having as many points in this game as he has rebounds.
Yeah, I'd echo that. I mean, we're witnessing something special here today, Greg.
Hollis Jefferson's checked in for the Nets. Here's Smith.
And last season, the Nets made sure that nobody went off against them. They would lose games, but they did a great job of limiting an opposing star from taking over.
Donald Sloan's checked in for Jarrett Jack. But they recover it.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
From deep three-point range, and it's Lopez again missing. As you mentioned with the Nets, they had limited takeover games, set an NBA record, in fact, Clark, by allowing the fewest 30-point scores against them.
Yeah, you know, only Harden and Lillard were able to get 30 points against the Nets. As you said, the first team to allow so few in a complete NBA season. Going back to 99, the strike-shortened season, the Knicks did it as well.
The 76ers trail by 3. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. The Nets making the switches. Brown's checked in. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And it's Smith missing.
It's just been a brutal outing for him. He still hasn't managed to make a shot, and the team is struggling because of it.
Hollis Jefferson's gone 1 of 3 on the night. And the heave doesn't get to the rim.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
So it's Philadelphia now, searching for that first bucket here in the third.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And guys, the Sixers drafted Embiid 3rd overall despite a foot injury that would keep him out all of his rookie season. Came to the Sixers with a back issue out of Kansas. Of course, they knew all this going in.
And Kevin, the Sixers have made an art here lately of drafting players who aren't immediately eligible to play. 2 years ago it was Nerlens Noel who sat out the season with a knee injury. Last year was Dario Saric who played overseas, and now Embiid.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And the first timeout called again for Brooklyn. Well, the plan has been obvious now, Clark, for a while. The 76ers really loading up on young players, letting them see a lot of minutes, and they're hoping it's going to bear some fruit, as you like to see it coming up.
Exactly. It will in time because they've accumulated some really nice young talent, Kevin.
And with the 76ers, it's not just on the court that they have stifled the progress. That they've taken 2 top picks knowing they would sit out a full year just to rehab injuries.
The Nets making a switch here. Larkin's checked in. Picked him clean. From deep three-point range, the rebound by Grant. Grant's got 7 rebounds in the game.
Out of bounds.
And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
Ball.
.115 left to play in the third. Larkin.
Well, he's gone without a field goal, and that certainly is below par for him. His team has still found a way to get it done.
Okafor, the pass to Cannon. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Grant. Tipped away.
Nice job on the offensive glass.
Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line. It's on Thaddeus Young.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
He doesn't get the second one.
You know, one thing few people talk about with the Sixers, this plan of building through the draft and with young players, what if it actually works to their benefit? Then it would become a copycat strategy, because we know in the NBA it's a herd mentality if something works.
Screen by Young. Shot clock at 6. And it's well off target.
Oh, my goodness. That's like temporary insanity right there.
Do you think he realizes we've actually got a game, a serious game taking place here? I have my doubts, partner.
Grant. The half-court bomb falls off target.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert, because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
Carzal. And Okafor with the block. Still out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Substitution for Nets. Brook Lopez. Wayne Ellington.
And a low-scoring game as we head into the fourth quarter. Nets out in front, up 2. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Cannon. Ish Smith is out there with Grant. Then there's Okafor, and it's Embiid in the center, filling out the middle. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Grant against Jack. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
76ers ball.
Philadelphia's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. No good from Grant. The Nets with the lead. But they'll get another chance. Young from deep. Rebound by Smith. Young. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
76ers ball.
So it's Philadelphia now. Cannon. Grant kicks to Smith.
Out of bounds.
And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when you're talking about a game down the stretch.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bagels in the second. I'll tell you what, the way he's been going this quarter, guys, they're going to need somebody else to pick up the slack.
76ers ball.
76ers trailing. Embiid. And it's well off target.
That was not a simple rebound. He made it look easy, but he did a good job in bodying up his man.
And doesn't he just have a nose, a knack for the basketball? He is by far their best rebounder.
Well, he has been today. No doubt about that. His effort's been unbelievable.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now.
That's exactly how you win a rebound battle. Get good position and then use your strength to hold on to that position.
And it's Okafor missing. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Philadelphia ball.
Grant. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
76ers ball.
And Philadelphia has possession. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Ellington kicks to Young. It's deflected, but they'll get another chance. And that's not even close. Now the 76ers with it. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
Philadelphia ball.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Grant. The 76ers again can't hit it.
And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
And, Greg, it's been hard to watch. I mean, you can see his frustration. He's actually looking forward to the end of this period so he can have a fresh start for the next one.
Embiid dishes to Okafor to tie it up. And it's good on the layup. Okafor's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the 76ers.
And the offensively, they've been struggling. He just wants to get them back into a good flow and stop forcing shots.
Well, Greg, the misses started piling up. Things kind of snowballed on him in that regard. This is a good timeout to kind of calm his guys down and hit the reset button.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got the chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach had to say to his team. He's looking for whatever they have left in the tank. He said, I know it's been a hard-fought game, but now's not the time to leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out, full speed. Guys?
We've got 1:55 left here in the fourth quarter. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
Nets ball.
A minute 50 left to play here in the fourth. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Grant with the ball. They get the rebound.
Out of bounds.
And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
Oh, that certainly could be costly. In a close one, those kinds of mistakes can really give the other team momentum.
Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Smith. Okafor, the pass to Embiid. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Seems to me as though he's lost his way a little bit in the second half. He's been turnover-free before the break. That's certainly not the case anymore.
Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And here is Grant. Cannon. Smith outside.
You know, guys, if he does his work early, he knows when he gets in a good position, his size gives him a big edge on the glass.
And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
Nets ball.
Here's Jack. It's tipped. Grant. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Nets ball.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Here's Cannon.
I tell you what, I'd settle for having as many points in this.
Look at that shot! Grant. The prayer from beyond half court is off the mark. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
76ers ball.
Now Smith. Bogdanovich. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Philadelphia ball.
A three-pointer would be huge right now.
Boy, a chance to tie it up with the game on the line. This is what we live for. I want to see what happens right here.
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
How did he hit that shot?
I don't believe what I just saw right there, Cam.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're behind by 3. 5 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
With this much time remaining, they should be able to get themselves a decent shot at the basket. Still, a contested three is never an easy shot.
And really, the defense not organized on that inbounds play, and boy, do they pay the price with the triple.
Regulation is ended, and we're heading to overtime. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. Well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has really heated up in this one. As we watch this one go now to overtime. And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And Brooklyn, look at who they've got. They've got Young. Also, Brook Lopez out there. Jared Jack is out there with Hollis Jefferson. And it's Kilpatrick in at the 2. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jahlil Okafor. That'll be his second foul of the game. Brooklyn's got neither of their first 2 3-point attempts to fall here in overtime. No good from Jack.
Yeah, real nice shot selection there. I guess he's working on his buzzer beater form.
That's a reach, but perhaps that is the case. Or maybe he was trying to knock a bird off of the scoreboard.
Is about right. Because I still can't figure that one out.
No, and I see no birds up there.
No.
Grant. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
Nets ball.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten off to a rough start here in overtime, missing 4 consecutive to start the period. Here's Cannon. Lopez. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
76ers ball.
Wayne Ellington's checked in for the Nets.
4 for your Nets.
Great action here if you're just joining us, about 1 minute into OT.
2 minutes.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
Philadelphia ball.
Now here is Smith. And the heave doesn't get to the rim. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
Philadelphia ball.
Grant. Can't get the heave to fall. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
76ers ball.
About 90 seconds off the clock here in the extra period. Look at that shot! How did that go in?
How about that?
Oh!
Out of bounds.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. So it's Brooklyn now. Jack with it. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. The 76ers trailed by 3. Okafor kicks to Embiid. It's offline from half court. Offensive rebound, Nets. Embiid with the steal. And now Philadelphia on the break.
Out of bounds.
And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession.
Brooklyn ball.
Here's Jack. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
That's his first personal foul.
And Clark, they've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, I think so. Too cool. I mean, just not forceful enough, not alert or aggressive enough, and sometimes trying to do too much with the basketball.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Here's Grant. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball. Share the sugar.
Kept alive.
Yeah, showing some strength in the paint there. Tough rebound.
Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Substitution for Nets.
A three-pointer here might have us headed to another overtime period.
Cannon can't hit. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
Yeah, when adversity was at its greatest, they came up big. They seemed to relax a little bit once we got into overtime.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. And on tap tonight, it's the Sacramento Kings going up against the Washington Wizards. Looking at the Wizards, they haven't competed at the level they'd like over the last week or so. Just one win in 5 games. And a chance in this one to get a look at the NBA's leading scorer. Freak has just been incredible so far this season. Just defies description. Do you see him holding onto the scoring title this year, Kenny?
Well, a big thing for Freak is trying to avoid the stat-chasing things that a lot of former players tried to do. Just getting his points. Now, if he just comes in and plays the way he's been playing, then he will be that guy.
Well, let's go to the big stat chaser. What do you think about Freak's?
And it's the Wizards on the road for this one with an interconference game today. Welcome to the Tuesday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The big story here is the return of Willie Cauley-Stein, who had been sidelined with the injury.
You know what, Kevin? It's quite cool for us to be here for his first game back. And I'll tell you something else. Any fears they had about his injury having ill effects on the team were swept aside pretty quickly when they began to play so well without him. They really didn't suffer in his absence very much at all.
And really, it says something about the character of this group. I mean, they've shown that resiliency and held their ground. Now, this should make them even stronger.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. Taking a look at the Wizards. They've got Gortat. Markieff Morris is out there with Otto Porter Jr. And it's Wall, and it's Sessions in at the 2. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And it's good. Pop through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Now here's Freak. He had 13 points in the win against Oklahoma City, and he gets it to go.
Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
Wizards have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. All with it. He's picked up by Rondo. No one near Sessions as he lets it fly. And he's good on the 3 ball. Sessions has got 8. Looking at Washington, they took the win in their last game out against Charlotte.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have. Boy, he shows a lot of desire when he's fighting for that tough board, and his length doesn't hurt either.
Rondo kicks to Freak. Screen by Cousins. Now, Freak, his numbers are borderline ridiculous in the best way possible at the moment. He's averaging nearly 33 points a game.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
The 11-footer. Here's Lure, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Lure's got his first basket of the night. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Morris into the lane. Uses the glass to finish the layup. The Kings trail by 4. Well, now we go to Doris Burke, who spoke with Randy Whitman. Doris?
He said a big part of their focus defensively will be on trying to contain Rudy Gay. Adding, he presents some challenges because he can shoot over the top, and also he's a tremendous finisher inside. We've got to force him to that left hand, but I'm hoping we won't have to double too much because they have plenty of other guys who can knock it down. Kevin, the challenges are full.
Thank you, Doris. Count the bucket.
Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
For Sacramento, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Now here's Freak, guarded close.
Let's look at some numbers for Freak. He's already got 8 points and 1 steal.
It's all him today. He's got more points than the rest of the team combined.
You know, it's really hard to fathom that, to wrap your head around it. I mean, what an unbelievable offensive performance.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Cousins. Caspi comes in for John Lure. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Rudy Gay. And it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo. The Kings trailing. They set the pick. Now here's Freak. He's covered by Sessions. It's blocked, but they get it back. Sacramento again missing.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Lots of room. Sacramento grabs the miss. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And most impressive when you do it on the road like that. They just kept coming at him wave after wave, and they really kept the crowd on mute in that.
And here's Nene following the three-pointer by Freak. That's good from Sessions on the assist by Nene. Sessions has got 11 points.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
Now here's Freak. He's got 13. Wide open shot is on the money. He's got 15.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope. It's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
Feeds it to Koufos. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Wall, that's good. Wall's got his second basket of the night.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
1 second left, and that's not...